System and Network student.
Hi, I'm Habib and I'm from Software Engineering Department.
Hi, I'm ALIFF and I'm from AI Department.
Hi, I am AMIN. I am from Department of Artificial Intelligence.
Hi, my name is RABIATULADAWIYAH with AZMAN and I'm from IS Department. And here I will explain about the activity diagram, or one of the activity diagram in our our assignment. And this is, as you can see here, this is public structure of the fire department. And the scouting the report of the fire, and then the fire report will be added into the system, which the scout team will scout the area and send location about the fire report. After that, it will update the location by desk officer, and desk officer will assign the personnel which will go through the activity hotspot area by fire chief, and it will do map and mark the fire prone area, categorize the fire type, and notify the fire department. And here, as you can see here, there will be a two-way communication between the desk officer, between the firefighter and the incident commander. After that, it will end there, as this is one of the activity diagram. And the one who will extinguish the fire and handle the resources will be the personnel. And after that, before it will view the map, the meteorological sensor will provide the wind condition, which will for the view map for the terrain and all that. And if there is a condition where if it's a populated area, the scout team will receive the order to evacuate the area and update, if else, update the report situation. And next will be the resource inventory activity diagram, which the initial node will be desk officer. Desk officer will add, delete, and update the personnel details. After that, it will manage the resources inventory, which he or she will check if the inventory is empty or not. And then the fire chief, before that, if the resources inventory is empty, the fire chief will restock the inventory. If it's not, the personnel will handle resources, and that will be the end of the resource inventory activity diagram.
Hello everyone, now I'm going to present about sequence diagram. So this is a sequence diagram for firefighting operation. Firstly, the desk officer will access the report through the report user interface, and then the report user interface will check if there are any report, and the report object will return the amount of report to the report user interface. If there is a report, then it will go to the send scout sequence diagram. If there is no report, it will display the message no report. Okay, now in the send scout sequence diagram, first the fire chief will access the map user interface, and it will request the location from the map, and the map will return the location to the map user interface, and it will display the location to the fire chief. After the fire chief receives the location, it will send scout to the map, to the location given, and at the same time, the fire chief will identify the hotspot location. If there is a raging fire, the fire chief will notify the police and fire department to evacuate the people. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day. So I'm going to explain on the sequential diagram. So here is the flow or sequence for the fire chief to access the map that he requests that he requests from software engineers to create them. So fire chief make a request message access map UI to the map UI entity, and then the map UI entity requests for request attributes to the map attribute entity, and then the map attribute entity reply with the informations on logging, timber and plantations formations and conservation area. Then to gain the informations on one vector, wind vector, so the map attribute then requests one vector to the meteorological center, and then the return value return to the map attribute, which is one vector. Then show the one vector wind vector informations, and then all of the information are combined and then are displayed to the fire chief. Now I will explaining a sequence diagram on the get locations sequence. So the desk officer will access the UI of the personal data UI. Then they will request for details on based on the ID of the unit, I mean the worker, the fireman. So you will request the details based on the ID, which is the fireman, from the personal detail entity, and then personal detail will do request locations to the scout team entity, and then it will return the locations of the of that particular ID of that particular fireman, and then from that locations then returns to the personality UI. From the personality UI, it will display to the desk officer. So using this, you can know that where is the locations of each of the person. That's all.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad bin Haikal bin Muhammad, and my matrix number is WIC170039. So I will explain about the IFFS state machine diagram. So the state machine for IFFS, initially it will idle. So when a desk officer logging into the system, he or she can update the system. Okay, into the updated report state, there will be two substates will occur concurrently, which is fire and GBS. So in the fire substate, initially it will check the fire whether it's active or not, and then it will assign a scout or dispatcher to update the report, and then assign a firefighter to extinguish the fire. And then from the updated report state, it will go to the updated resource. In updated resource state, there will be two substates will occur concurrently, which is items and vehicles. In the items substate, firstly a desk officer will be assigned to check the stock. So if the stock is available, so it's more than 0, it is in stock. But if it is out of stock, desk officer will assign the fire chief to restore the item. For the vehicle, desk officer will be assigned to check the vehicle condition. If the vehicle failed the inspection check, so the vehicle is in a bad condition state, then a fire chief will be assigned to service the vehicle. But if the vehicle passed the inspection check, the vehicle is in a good condition. So after the updated resource state, we will go to update the display, and then it can show all the updated report and resources to the fire chief. Well, if there is no system update, the fire chief can also display the unupdated
version of the resource and report. That's all. Thank you.
So Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all of you. So today I'm Ahmad HABIBULLAH bin JOHAN, metric number WIF 170010. So I would like to talk to you about my state machine diagram. So for the first diagram, which is firefighter, so the first state is monitoring state. So here the firefighter will be monitoring, and then using the GPS it will update the location of the monitoring, and then it will go to the communicate state by using two-way radio communication, which they will be communicating with the incident officer and the fire chief. So next is the report incident state machine diagram. So the first state is the inactive incident. So when there is a fire, it will change into the active incident state, and then it will go to the fire report updated state where it will assign the desk officer. Okay, so the next state is the scout team state machine diagram. So here we have the scouting state, and then we'll go to the monitoring state by scout around fire prone areas, and then it will go to the report state after the scout has fire sightseeing, and then it will go to the last state, which is the update location by using the GPS. So that's all for the state for my presentation. So thank you.